Four boys from Liverpool conquered the planet, changed music forever, and then they collapsed in a firestorm of lawsuits and ego. We remember the Beatles for Yellow Submarine and Hey Jude, but behind the scenes, it was a war zone. From secret rivalries and physical fights to the tragic deaths that still haunt fans in 2026, this is the unfiltered truth about why the Fab Four really broke up. By 1968, the brotherhood was a lie. The legendary songwriting duo of John Lennon and Paul McCartney had turned into a bitter competition. John felt Paul was making granny music, while Paul grew frustrated with John's obsession with Yoko Ono, who began sitting in on private recording sessions. Things got so heated during the Let It Be sessions that George Harrison actually quit the band for several days, tired of being treated like a second-class musician. The quiet Beatle had grown into a powerhouse songwriter, but the Lennon-McCartney ego had no room for him. When their manager, Brian Epstein, died of an overdose in 1967, the band lost their father figure and the glue that held them together. The financial chaos that followed led to a brutal legal battle. John, George, and Ringo wanted a tough businessman named Alan Klein to run things. Paul refused and ended up suing his own bandmates in court. This wasn't just a professional split, it was a heartbreaking family divorce. The tragedy deepened years later with the senseless murder of John Lennon in 1980 and the loss of George Harrison to cancer in 2001. These deaths ensured the world would never see a true four-man reunion, leaving a permanent scar on music history. Fast forward to 2026, and the Beatles are dominating the headlines again. Thanks to groundbreaking AI technology, the final Beatles song, Now and Then, has kept them at the top of the charts. Paul McCartney, now a billionaire icon, is currently on his 2026 world tour, performing emotional duets with a digital screen of John Lennon. Meanwhile, Ringo Starr remains the world's most famous drummer, releasing new music and proving the Beatles' legacy is immortal. The Beatles gave us everything, but it cost them their friendship. Who do you blame for the breakup? Paul, John, or Yoko? Let us know in the comments below. Subscribe for more deep dives into the legends of rock, and we'll catch you in the next one.